Okay, I run here, and welcome to Train Simulator 2014. Hey there, I run here, and welcome back to Train Simulator 2014. I was perusing through the different controls the other day, and under Drive and the standard settings, I found some more training scenarios. So I thought I'd give these a try because I thought it's something that we can do in actually an episode. There is one right here which we're going to do today. This is a simple tutorial on how to drive the SD40T-2, and there's a couple of others down here. But today we're going to do the SD40T-2 Engineer. So let's get started. And if you haven't checked out the Steam Summer Sale already, go ahead and switch on over there. I've already gotten quite a few new games at a really good price. Matter of fact, I picked up some for giveaways for you guys. Stay tuned. I'm now at 80 subscribers, and when we get to 100 subscribers, we're going to start giving away some full free Steam game giveaways. Welcome, engine driver. This evening you will take part in a training session which will teach you about driving the SD40T-2 tunnel motor diesel locomotive. In a moment the controls will be explained, followed by an explanation of US searchlight signals. Then you will be asked to take the train to Reno Yard 03. Don't worry, everything will be explained at a very comfortable pace. So sit back, enjoy the ride, and welcome to Train Simulator 2014. Okay, the red lever is the throttle. Hey, we already know that from a previous training situation, which provides power to the SD40T. Currently it is set to 0. So that no power is being applied. When driving, gradually raise the throttle to increase the amount. The blue lever is the reverser. This determines your direction of travel. Currently is set at 0%. Pushing this lever forwards to 100% will set your direction of travel forwards, and pulling it back at minus 100% will pull it into reverse. The black lever is the brake, which stops the locomotive. That's this one. When you want to stop, simply reduce the amount of power supplied. Lower the throttle and raise the brake lever. Setting the top brake mode will control the train brake. Using the black lever applies the brakes along the entire train. The bottom brake mode sets up the dynamic brake. This turns the brakes into generators, causing additional resistance, helping you to slow the train. Dynamic braking will not activate until you have charged the system. You must set the throttle to 0% before setting the black lever to 2% to start the charging process. After a few seconds, you will be able to set the level of additional braking. You will be unable to apply any throttle while the dynamic brake is active. Set the black lever to the bottom to deactivate the dynamic braking. The task list is located at the bottom left corner of the screen. Click on this button or press F1 to bring up the list of instructions you will be required to complete for the scenario. Try it now to view your task for today. Okay, well I can't see it. Okay, it's time to go. Our first instruction is to go via Sparks Track W2 to get the train moving. Slide the brake lever down to 0% to release the brake. Alright, slide the reverser up to 100% to move forward. And slowly slide the throttle upwards to set the train in motion. Remember to pay attention to the speed limit as you drive. As you approach your first stop, slide the throttle back down to 0, then gently apply the brakes so you stop at the platform. Here's a little information about the searchlight signals on Donner Pass. Color light signals are used for controlling running movements. They display aspects by means of red, yellow, or green colored lights. An explanation of the signal aspects is as follows. Clear, proceed at the maximum allowed line speed. I guess that's all green. Advanced approach, flashing yellow. Proceed, but be prepared to stop after the next signal. Approach. Proceed, but be prepared to stop at the next signal. Approach diverging. Proceed, but be prepared to take a diverging track after the next signal. Alright, let's get started. That's enough of that reading. Let's get to some doing. Alright, let's see if we can read this now. Briefing. Good afternoon. Today you will be instructed on how to drive the SD40T-2, informed about search signals, then asked to make a stop at Reno Yard 03. They keep interrupting me. Your first instruction is to go via instruction. I know, that's what I was trying to read. This is completed by driving into the marked location, proceed towards Reno Yard 03 and go via Sparks W2. Alright, that's what it says right there. Go via Sparks W2. Alright, let's do this. Now that you're moving, remember to pay attention to your speed at the bottom of the screen. The upper valve is your current speed. That's this one right here. And the lower valve is the current line speed. That's that down there. Try not to exceed this. If you're fast approaching the limit, ease up on the throttle and gently apply the brakes as necessary. Alright, we're just cruising out of the train yard. Everything's looking good so far. So this is our train down here in relation to the track ahead. So when we get up to here, it's going to increase the speed to 30. But for now, we're still at 15. Let's see if we can boost it up just a little bit. Alright. We don't want to go over 15 because they'll, well, it may not matter in the standard mode, but if you're in career mode, it'll take away from your ability to gain experience points and stuff. Alright, so we look good so far. We're fixing to merge on here. Still taking it nice and easy out of the train yard. So this is an easy training tutorial, so this is one that I would probably recommend to get yourself started rather than maybe jumping into some of the other stuff. So we have a flashing yellow light. So if you see, I'm just bumping it up enough to get us up to a little bit of a higher speed, and then I take it back down to make sure that we're not going over the speed limit. We get a chance too. We have different view modes over here. We can go to like an overview. We can hold down our right key and we can do some directional and see a little bit better. We can hit this and go back into the cab. Alright, so we're now up to where we can go up to 30. So let's boost this up a little bit and get going. So this train runs a little bit different than the ICE 2. Alright, you have successfully completed the Go via Sparks Track W2 task. Now proceed to the next instruction on your task list. Alright, that would be go via slow down here. Alright, so ETA 1510 and 1.8483 miles left to go. So we're getting really close there. We want to just hang maybe about there. Whoa, don't want to go over. So when you get going, if you in these expert control mode, if you put it back down to 0, it's supposed to hold a particular speed. So you can see right now it's dropping just a little bit, but not enough to worry about it. So I'll just bump it up when needed. So we got just a little bit over 1.5 miles to go. So I guess we can just right click that and hold it. Maybe if I get it at like 3%, maybe that'll be good. So we can go here, we can check out the view of the surrounding area. Just always make sure though that you're keeping your eye ahead and you're watching your different settings here. In one of my last ones, that's the thing that I learned, that I successfully completed the whole mission, but I didn't really get any awards or points for it afterwards because I went over the speed limit too much. And mainly because I was talking and not paying attention and enjoying the sights and the cool mountains and the clouds and stuff. I think we're doing okay here. So we're not too far away. We're coming up here, so we got to get ready to maybe slow down a little bit. Get down below 20. Yeah. Love the crossings. Alright, so we're right at 19.6.7. We're still doing good. We made that transition nicely. Let's go back into the cab. And we are coming up. See here the yellow area, that's going to be our end goal point. So we're coming up on there. We're almost there. You guys be careful. Don't get stuck on the track. A little bit laggy there. So I guess you'll have to watch that if you're playing. Might get a little bit laggy. Not too bad though. I mean, might affect the recording a little bit, but other than that, not too bad. Alright, as you can see, we're getting really close. We got just over 1/4 mile. I mean, just under 1/4 mile now. So we can watch this area, and this is where we're going to want to stop. Hey, what's that? Is that a landmine in the railroad? Ah, it's the trigger to make me change tracks. Or whatever they call it in railroad speak. Alright, well this has been a rather simple and safe ride. Now that you're approaching the Reno Yard 3, start to apply the brakes so that you stop within the yellow boundary marked Reno Yard 3 in the track profile located at the bottom of the screen. Once you come to a complete halt, a red bar at the bottom of the screen will start to increase. This is known as a stop at instruction. Simply keep the loco stationary until the bar has filled to complete. Alright, we're almost there. So I guess pretty much anywhere in this yellow bar down here. But let's go ahead and try to get near the end. Alright, we are coming up on our final stop. Alright, so here's the red bar. Might take a little bit, so if it does, I'll just kind of pause it here and come back in when it ends. Alright, well done. You successfully stopped at the destination. This concludes this tutorial. Alright, so thank you for riding on iRun 365 Gaming Railroad, and we will see you next time.